Gracias por continuar con nosotros en Foro Global. En tu pantalla estaba la respuesta a la trivia de la noche. En un momento va a ser un enlace Skype con Joelle abou Farhat. Ella es empresaria y activista, cofundadora de Women in Front, organización no gubernamental en Líbano para el empoderamiento de las mujeres, para aumentar su participación en la política y la vida pública. Joelle es egresada de periodismo de Agencias por la Universidad Libanesa. Ha trabajado para Naciones Unidas y empresas especializadas en comunicación y marketing. Y platiqué con ella hace 2 semanas sobre el tema allá en Beirut. Joelle, welcome to Foro Global. Welcome back, because we talked 2 weeks ago about the upcoming elections. How are you? Thank you for these minutes.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, it's true. It's true. When you were passing by Lebanon.
Exactly. And tell me, please, about first a general idea about the electoral results. For the first time in its history, Hezbollah will become the party with the most seats in Congress. It will hold the majority in the parliament. How do you see that result? Is it Hezbollah has been very effective at gaining the people's support, with a lot of social programs that they're implementing in Lebanon, and etc. But how is that victory being read in Lebanon?
In fact, I think we've been going through a very tough period before the election. And I would say, first of all, we're very happy to have this election, because after 9 years, it's been really a long time. Now, at the second level, I would say, I think we have, maybe Hezbollah has a bit more of some, seats. But in general, I think there is some balance still in Lebanon between what we call, 8 March and 14 March, or pro-Hezbollah and against Hezbollah. We still have a kind of a balance, I would say, because we have seen as well other coalition in the other part, facing Hezbollah, also going together. So this is the case, and I think we have to accept the result. And as, a women organization, we need to move on and build on what we have already as a small success, I would say, the 113 candidates that we had, and move on to achieve our goals, which is having more women in the parliament, to be able to reform all the discriminatory laws in Lebanon.
Yes, actually, 2 weeks ago when we spoke in Beirut, you were very optimistic. It was the first time that over 100 women were running for office, but the electoral results showed that only 6 of them made it to Congress. How do you take those results? Are the same obstacles that we talked about 2 weeks ago, patriarchy and men not wanting women to get into Congress, are those the reasons why women didn't win this time?
Yeah. In fact, this law is really, let me say that there are many reasons for women not being able to reach the parliament. Let's say, first of all, this law is really is not into favoring women, because there is no any measure that has been taken to enhance the position of women in this law. And of course, we didn't endorse the quota, the women's quota, which is really very bad for women. This is why we have only 6 women. On the other hand, as well, political parties didn't encourage and didn't include women on their list as they should do, of course, because there is nothing, it's not mandatory. Then they have a choice of putting or not putting women. For instance, some of the political parties have included women 1 or 2 on the list, but this is not enough. If we take the example of Tunisia, they had to put in the law 50% women on the list to be able to reach a 30% quota as, a general result. So we need, such a law to be able to push women in the parliament. And I would say also that the result, it's true, it was expected, in fact, because this is the main reason, because we don't have, any measure to enhance the position of women in Lebanon.
Sure. Are those six women, are those six legislators that will go to Congress, female legislators, are those committed to the objectives of Women in Front and the other female organizations, feminist organizations in Lebanon? Will those legislators be your allies?
Can you repeat, excuse me, the question?
Yeah. Are those six legislators, female legislators that are going to go to Congress now, are they committed with the same agenda that you were pushing, that you and Women in Front and other organizations were pushing for more women being at the Congress? Will they be your allies in the upcoming battle for the empowerment of women in Lebanon?
Yes, for sure. Let me say that for sure, 4 of the 6 are committed because they are from our network.
Mm-hmm.
The two others are that they were already MPs, and they are MPs for the second time. They are elected for the second time. So there are 4 of them. Of course, they are committed, and I think they will work, and they will work on the main issues. And the main discriminatory laws for women, to reform these laws. And as we stated last week or 2 weeks ago, we have mainly the law of violence against women, which wasn't abolished completely. Mm-hmm. And it must be, abolished. We need to finish from this law. And then, we have also women, Lebanese women must be able to pass their nationalities to their children. And of course, we're talking about the personal code status in Lebanon, which is still religious. I mean, every woman, if she has to marry or divorce or, have anything related to her personal code, she has to get back to her religion or her sect. And consequently, since we have 18 sects in Lebanon, or 18 confessions, then we have 18 personal law. And this must be unified and must become a civil law. So it needs to be reformed as well. And finally, and of course, we have a lot of laws to be reformed, but these are the main ones, and mostly is implementing the women's quota, to be able to increase the number of women in the parliament and have a bigger lobby of women, Lebanese women.
Joelle, Abou, Farhat, thank you so much for these minutes for Foro Global. We'll keep in touch for the upcoming events in Lebanon, in political events. Thank you so much and good night.
Thank you very much.
Gracias a ti por habernos acompañado esta noche en Foro Global. Soy Genaro Lozano, te invito para que sigas con mi compañero Eric Camacho y las noticias. Yo espero mañana en punto a las 11 de la noche para una conversación global de viernes aquí en Foro Global con Ana Covarrubias. Vamos a hablar sobre Cuba, la transición que hubo allá con la llegada de Miguel Díaz-Canel a la presidencia y lo que sigue para la isla. Así que ya lo sabes, mañana 11 de la noche, Foro Global, y por lo pronto, muy buenas noches.